Hey, Marty here. Welcome to the Sublime to the Ridiculous Video Blog Edition. I think I've well established, and everybody in the family and among his friends will concur, that me, Grandpa Joe, had a temper that was too short. I mean, he'd lose it like that. And I'm not justifying that, but by the same token, he doesn't always get credit for another facet of his personality, and that is that he would actually let go of that temper pretty quickly. And I'm living proof of that. One day I was 14 or 15 or whatnot, and he had me sorting out some stuff in the trunk of one of his cars. I was probably loading some of those onion skin tires that I spoke about in my last blog, and I'm just going about my work or whatnot, and Joe comes around the corner of the car, and he's kind of holding his hand out kind of like this, and all I hear is, I'm sorry, Joe, I can't understand you. Joe, I don't understand you. I don't know what you're saying. He thrusts his hand out at me and says, "Pull that thing!" And there was some white strip of something hanging down from his hand, and I reached out there and I yanked on that. Oh, I yanked on that good and hard because I was upset. And he goes, "Ah!" And he leans toward me and just kind of follows me in as I'm pulling on his arm. Well, when I let go and I see that he's really hurting, I see that what it was a string of that white adhesive tape that they used to put gauze and gauze bandages on. And I see that he had cut a couple of his fingers and he was trying to put the gauze on, and he just wasn't able to do it one-handed. And what he wanted me to do, as he calmly explained after that, was pull that tight so I can wrap it around my fingers to stop the bleeding. So, of course, okay, by then I do that. I'm holding one hand and I'm pulling the tape tight with the other. And all the time I'm thinking, wow, he's going to kill me when I'm done with this. And then when my dad gets back, he's going to tell my dad what happened. He's going to kill me all over again for doing that to his father, right? So I finished getting the bandage on. It turns out he'd cut his fingers in the fan of a gasoline engine. He'd cut them pretty bad, too. But he goes back and he sits down and he has a cigarette. But you know what? Within 5 minutes, a plumber had come into our shop, and he was telling that story just like it was a joke. He says, "You know what? Don't bother Marty when he's working. When Marty's working, he gets focused on his job. And you know what? Don't bother Marty when he's working." I learned that the hard way. And he told that to several people over the years, and each time with a laugh in his face. And you know, I got to give him credit for that. Yes, he would lose his temper far too quickly. But you know what? He would actually lose his temper, let it ebb away very quickly too. Anyway, that's it for the day. Thank you for watching and listening. Please like, please subscribe, please share. I'd really appreciate it. In the meantime, this is Marty going from the sublime to the ridiculous, a task I am laser focused on today, so don't bother me.